Okay everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the very common thing that happens here all the time, and that is a Westerner moves to Thailand, wants to start a business, meets a girl, and then opens a business with her. And first off, that's a completely understandable sentiment. The first time I came to Thailand, I've said this in previous videos, but the first time I came here, I just got the feeling that business was really possible. That doing something like what I've done with opening a bar in a club area here is attainable. Whereas if I tried to do that back in Canada, you're looking at millions and millions and millions of dollars before you even get in the door. And so doing that as a single person by yourself is just not really attainable. But it's so much different here. And then they start going to the bars, they start going to the restaurants, and they meet a Thai woman. And that also is very understandable. Thai women are amazing, and that's why so many guys come here and they fall in love. And then that's all coupled with the fact that it's not easy to start a business here as a foreigner. And there's some things that you simply cannot do. There's some things that you need a Thai person to do for you. So obviously, if you already had that preconceived notion of coming to Thailand to start a business, and then you meet a Thai woman, it seems like a match made in heaven. It seems like something perfect to allow you to start that business that you've wanted. But unfortunately, sometimes things just don't work out. I know we've all heard horror stories of guys coming here, starting a business, and then just being taken to the cleaners, having that business taken right away from them. Some of the reasons why I think this does happen, though, is guys just, I think, get swept up. They meet this woman, they fall head over heels, and they just can't wait to start their life together. And maybe she's not in a great position, or maybe they don't like where she's working. Maybe she's working in a bar they don't like, and they want to get her out of there. They want to save her from that bar. Whatever the case may be, they rush. They don't take the time to actually get to know the person before they go into business with them. Also, there is a term here called a geek. Now, geek is a guy who thinks he's dating a woman, but really she has a long-term Thai boyfriend, and she just talks to him on the side for him to give her money. I know this is a terrible thing to happen, obviously, and that's what causes a lot of the issues that we have. I don't think the majority of cases are that. I think it's simply that the guy rushes into a relationship with a woman, things don't work out well, and then she just is trying to do the best for her family. Now, that's not to make any excuses for her, but these situations do happen, and you need to protect yourself. And that really brings me to the next topic, and that's the girls that these guys are choosing to go into business with. A lot of these guys meet a girl at a bar or a restaurant, and then they fall in love with them, and they decide to get them out of that situation and buy a restaurant or a bar for themselves. And now these girls often are in very bad positions. A lot of them have families back in the village or their hometown where they have to send a large percentage of their salary every month to support them. Even their brothers or sisters sometimes are not working, and they have to send large sums of money back every month to support their family. Also, this is only exacerbated by the fact that some of these girls don't even have ID cards. And so what an ID card is a card that literally allows you to work legally in Thailand. And so some of these girls may come from a hill tribe or from another country like Myanmar and don't have an ID card, so they're not legally allowed to work in the majority of businesses. And the ones that they can largely still work in is bars and restaurants. And so that's where they go. And they can make good money there even without having an ID, but that makes it very difficult for them to do anything else. And so they are kind of stuck in these industries. And again, I'm not excusing anybody if they do steal a business or steal money from somebody. But you have to realize, you are coming to another country and then literally giving a large sum of money to a woman who has never had anything before in her life and has to work every day of the week to support her family. But that's really why you need to protect yourself. Make sure that you do everything possible, that even if you do want to go into business with a woman and to help her out of that terrible situation, you are still ensuring that you're not going to lose all your assets. So the first thing is really get to know the person you're going into business with. This would be the same in Canada or America. You want to get to know the person that you're going to be working closely with. A lot of guys come here, they meet a girl, and then they just want to open a business right away, and they rush things. You wouldn't do that in the West. You wouldn't meet somebody in the next week, be opening a business together. So do the same thing here. Take your time, get to know the person. Make sure that you're compatible. Make sure that you can work together. Because it's a big difference from going to the bar and drinking with her a couple times a week than it is to running a business together and seeing each other every day. Now that's obvious, but that is a mistake that a lot of guys do make. Now the next thing is really knowing the laws, knowing what needs to be in a Thai person's name and what doesn't. You know, for instance, you can buy a condo in a condo building as long as 51% of that building is owned by Thai people, but you could not buy a house. And it's the same thing with businesses. You know, for instance, our bar in the boxing area, we don't actually own that bar. We gave key money and then have a yearly lease. One guy actually owns all those bars and rents them out. Now we can sell it, but we just pass that lease off to the next person. So really know the type of businesses that you can get into without having to put yourself on the line. Now, obviously that does take more risk because you're putting your name on the line, but that will safeguard yourself against losing your business. Also, you can look into secondary contracts or secret contracts, but those are not really as useful as people would like to think, but they are another option. Now, I'm not saying don't go into business with your girlfriend, because having a Thai person involved in the day-to-day running of your business is invaluable. A lot of things are just made so much easier by having a Thai person there. And so having them there will really help your business a lot, but protecting yourself should be your main priority. Now, I hope that gave some clarity on the whole topic, and I hope that helped if you are thinking of coming here and want to open a business with your girlfriend. If you're new here, I own a bar in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I'm documenting my story about running a business abroad. So please like and subscribe. Cheers.